For a few years ago, around 3 to 5 years, there was a rise of college is a scam type of content to listen to while study. There are reasons for those type of content to get popular, and it seems to recently has become popular again. Back then, YouTuber, streamer, and other type of online content creator start to reveal itself as a high-paying job, which make a lot of people want to chase after. Therefore, some people want to capitalize on that trend to profit on young people who want to be a content creator or just want to have a high-paying job in a short period of time without doing too much study or work. Hence the pitch sale. College is a scam, 9 to 5 jobs are boring, going to college equal debt, random degree equal useless, the promise of able to work while you travel, only have to work for a short time while earning high amount of money, and just simple as being able to do what you love. It is very tempting, especially for those who don't have any experience in life, aka young teen who just finished high school and now are lost in life. But when you live, you learn. No easy job is gonna give you a huge amount of money.
Look, if you get a high school diploma, on average, you're going to make 40K. If you get a bachelor's degree, on average, you're going to make 64K. If you get a master's degree, on average, you just make more. You make more when you're educated. That's a fact, whether these people want to admit it or not.
And no YouTube or Twitch channel is gonna be a big one if you only put in very little effort, unless you're a woman. Well, a pretty one, that is. But is college a scam? Well, no. Useless major or. The fact is, if people who have experience in a certain field of work and have been teaching for a while, if you can learn from them, then it is at least 5 times better than you yourself trying to study alone. And remember, college provide a better community than the online community you would get on the internet. That is just how the social circle work. Also, there are actually good and value major that gonna give you a job only when you have an actual degree, like accountant, engineer, doctor, and many more. Of course, college do draw a huge amount of money, but it is because that they know what the value of the degree could be. Especially in Asian culture, parents would do anything just to get their kid into college. It could be a life-changing opportunity. A family can go from poor to an above or just average income family if someone in the family have a degree on the hand. But nowadays, parents just force their kid to have a degree because everyone have it, because it is the norm. So some college are established just to make use of this demand. They take everyone in, doesn't matter what their score is, as long as they can pay the fee. It's not that all college is a scam. It's some are a scam. Depend on which type of college you go. But in my own experience, I feel like I got slightly scammed because in my curriculum, I got classes like Group Work 101 or Innovation 101, which have absolutely no impact whatsoever to programming or whatever that I learned. I guess innovation does because it has some coding in it, but like I said, I feel like those class does nothing for me in my learning journey, I would say. One other factor is yourself. There are statistics that talk about 30 to 40, it could be lower, of college attendee change their major after 1 year. And so it could just be that college isn't right for you, or you don't enjoy learning in this school-like environment. But the most important is your own goal. Why do you want to study this major in this expensive college? If you blindly go in without knowing why, of course you would regret it. One more factor that is often overlooked is that some people are able to study hard subjects and some are not. That is why there are knowledge-based jobs and creative-based jobs, or just a lot of jobs that you cannot learn it by the book. For example, YouTuber, like I do believe that a lot of YouTuber, successful YouTuber don't really get to learn by the book. Like they just do whatever they want in their own creative mind, and they were able to become successful. Figure out what you want to do in the future also help. But very often, college feel like a rush, which makes some people have to choose a very important decision before they know what they want to do with their life. I got like 1 month to choose which college and which major I'm gonna be in. But really, a month before that, I was so busy studying and I have no idea what I want to do. And even in that 1 month where I have to figure out what I want to do, all I did was to play video game, because over the last few months, I did nothing but study, which caused a lot of stress. And you can already see how well that turned out for me. Side note is that it took me almost 2 years to figure out what I want to do with my life. Had I known what I want to do back then, my future would be so much better now. But of course, it is what it is. I do think that we should at least get 1 year off to figure out what we want to do with our life. Like, we study for 12 years straight, and we're gonna study for 4 more, or even longer than that. Wouldn't it be too much to ask for 1 year just to rest or to figure out what you want to do? I don't know, I think it would be more benefit if we all get like 1 year to decide what we want to do with our life. It's just in my opinion, of course. Small factor like parent, passion, guidance, and just mistake with compromise. Hearing other people experience about college is also a good thing. Just don't only listen to people who are like streamer, YouTuber, influencer because they found a gold mine. It doesn't mean that you will. And what you need the most is average people experience, not those Steve Jobs or Bill Gates dropout. You need John working as a taxi driver or Bill the shop assistant experience type of thing. Just don't listen to extremely successful people and based on that. Like, you need everyday people experience more. Those who you can relate it to is the main important point. The value of the degree is that they are biased toward hiring someone with a college degree rather than someone who don't have one. It's just how it is. It's just how the society works. Of course, there are connection, pride, and friendship that involve in these things. Trust me, it happens a lot more than you think. But it is depend on like just bare bone, no connection, nothing. Then even when two people have the same qualification, I still think that the one with a degree will have more chance. In the end of the day, a good college degree or most college degree will give you a higher chance of getting a good or better paying job. It also depends on the major that you're in. If you have an art degree, you will have a smaller range of job. But if you have a degree in programming, then the circle is very huge. If you have none, well then, good luck. That's just how it is. That's just sadly how it is. There are a reason why the majority of high school students would go to college, not because they want to, but they need to. Of course, there are industries that don't really care about degree. They care more about the experience that you have. Artists, or video game, manual labor job. There could be more that I don't know. Ultimately, you have to compromise with life. Having a stable job is what feeds your family for the next 40 years. Doing art, doing YouTube, or job that is unstable may not. That's just how life is. So, of course, there's probably gonna be some change in the future with the whole AI thing. But yeah, that's how I think about college. If I get to go back in time, would I choose a different way? I would say No, to be honest, I'm pretty happy with my decision. But yeah, the next video I will talk about chasing passion. Thank you for watching. See you next one. Goodbye.